everyone, welcome to my channel. I rewarded myself today with a gyro plate because I've got my computer up and running again, and I had to take 2 trips into Boston to go to Micro Center in Cambridge. I just realized I got a large salad because I forgot you got a salad with a gyro plate. Oh yeah, that's a nice salad. Open this up. Oh, that's good. I love red onions. Oh, but I keep on forgetting. I don't know if that's an option. I like the Greek dressing better. I might have some in the fridge, but yep. Melrose House of Pizza has great fresh salads, but yeah, I haven't had a gyro in a long time. Oh, the fries smell so good. Okay, so I was going to go to Taco Bell because they had that chicken, and then they had like a combo box with chicken. I forget what they called it, but it had like a taco, but then you had chicken wings also, or whatever the chicken was. They don't have that anymore. It was limited time. So somebody said, how about KFC? They got a new chicken wrap, which is right next to Taco Bell on Route 1. I went to see what they have on the menu, and they do have an option where you can, well, no, it said the wrap was only available if you ordered online. So I'm thinking smartphone app, but I think if you order online, and they had an option where you can set a time, you can get it as soon as possible, or set a time when you want it ready. That the website said it's not available at that location. I have to admit that wrap looked real good. Don't they have franchises that they have a Taco Bell and a KFC in the same building? I thought I saw that somewhere. Probably a YouTube video. So my sleep cycle now is I go to bed like 8 o'clock. I get up at 3. And right now it is, I think it's 8 7 or 8. 817 maybe. Oh man. The only thing is, I love gyros. But gyros are like that commercial where the food fights back. Was that a Tums commercial? I forget what the commercial was. Oh. Oh. Gotta think about the thumbnail. Yeah, that doesn't look like a lot in the camera. Look at that fresh lettuce and the that sauce. What do they call that? I want to say tahini. Is that right? It's like a yogurt-based sauce. Oh, that is so good. I just saw a video a couple of days ago about this place in Turkey that makes that stacks the meat up. It makes those wheels that they cut the meat from, the beef. Oh man. To my surprise, they had baklava. They always had it, but the last time I went in there, they didn't have any, and I jokingly said, "No baklava." And he said, "Well, you know, it just takes a lot to make, a lot of work to make it, and it wasn't selling that much, and they throw out a lot of it." I'm like, "Wow, just contact me. I'll take that." But I didn't think they were going to carry it anymore. Oh man. Make myself feel good by having some salad. But look at this. That's practically a salad right there. Oh man. Oh, excuse me. cherry tomato. They put in real olives, not those rubbery black olives from a can. These are those Kalamata olives. Kalamata. Yeah, I think that says 8. I'm trying to read off the microwave oven. 8. I think it says 8:34. You know what? I was sitting there waiting for them to fix my order, and I had already grabbed the orange Fanta out of the fridge and gave it to the guy with the baklava. And I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm like, I noticed my eye focuses on the bottle next to Fanta, and it's pineapple Fanta. And I'm like, man, now I want a pineapple Fanta. I should ask him to exchange it. I think he already put it in put it in a bag or something. But I'm like, well, I put my hands on it, and I'll stick with it. I didn't want to make any waves. That was just in my head. They would have gladly just said, yeah, go ahead, exchange it. I wonder what's on Svengoolie tonight. You know, most of those movies, you can watch the full movie on YouTube. I've actually seen that. I was expecting to see, well, they also have they'll have the theater, what do they call that? The promo or the preview that they would show in the theater for that movie. I almost rented Black Adam, and I'm like, you know what? From what I read, I know what it's going to be about. I was even thinking, I'm like, really? They even have to have that scene of him flying next to a jet, like in Iron Man, and countless probably other movies. So a new superhuman being shows up and the military hasn't learned anything. Send up the jets, try to take him down. Well, it didn't work out the last time. Maybe it'll work this time. Send up the jets. I actually had the hair on my arm stand up when I saw the preview of Dune when that came out. And then the more I found out about it, the less I was interested in seeing that movie too. What really killed it, I think, is that it's not the complete movie. What are they going to make it into 2 parts or something? I saw that original movie in the theaters. I remember that. And I had read that book. I remember when Sting was in it, and I'm like, I just thought it was strange that Sting was in that movie. So they opened up at Micro Center, opened up at 10 o'clock today, or every day. So I think I got there like at 10:30. Worked on the computer all day trying to figure out what was going on. And then came back. And with a new power supply, because the computer industry, man, they really kill me. There's no standards. I was telling the guy, I said it's 2023, and you still have to go in there and take those little cables, the little connectors on the harness on your case and put them into set and reset and plus and minus LED on the motherboard. Nobody can come up with a standardized connector cable on all cases. And then I had to return a power supply that I just bought a couple of days ago because it didn't have the right connectors in it for my new graphics card, video card. First thing Monday, I have to get the never throw out your bubble wrap from Amazon. I hope I have some. I know I threw some out the last time. I need to pack up that 2080. The RMA number is only good for 30 days. Need to pack that up. I'm either going to print out a label here at home or go to the nearest UPS store. Send it off to Gigabyte in California. do if they can't fix it? Do they reimburse you? Some sliding scale. That's not very good if you got a card that only lasts less than 3 years. Pulling into Micro Center is real easy, getting out of that parking lot onto Memorial Drive, man, that's a pain in the butt. Very dangerous too. I wonder if I'm going to install War Thunder again. Try to go in for a soft landing. Oh, yeah, that's. And when I got home like 5 o'clock. Must have been a little bit later than that, because it was already getting dark. I went on my walk. I've got 2 more 120 millimeter fans I want to put on the top. Because when I transferred over my cooling radiator, I kept it oriented the same as the old case. It was in the front because the cables have that memory bend into them, you know. I didn't want to have to undo that, I don't know what they call it, like a, excuse me. I told you this doesn't agree with me, but it's not that it doesn't agree with me. It just makes its presence known. It repeats on you. But I forget what I was saying. Oh, so the radiators in the front, I got 3 fans in the front on the new case. I transferred one of the old fans to the back because it's an RGB fan. And there's no fans on the top of the case, so there's room for 2 fans, so I'm going to put 2 120 millimeter fans. No lights. Then when I took apart the computer to transfer the motherboard and the radiator, I didn't pay attention. I thought I did. And so when I hooked up some of the fans, the computer fan header pins, I had nothing connected to it because I only had cables with these connectors that were funny. And then I was told that those are the connectors associated with the RGB control. So that's all I had. So when I turn on the computer, it says there's a problem with the computer, the CPU fan. I thought there was something wrong because I couldn't figure out with the cables. I was trying to reverse my process, what I did when I disconnected stuff, and no combination of these cables for the fans made any sense. And I thought there's the heat sink or the gold plate has RGB, but I thought there was a little fan in there too. But then when I thought about it more, I said, there's no venting on this. Where would the fan be able to draw in air and expel air? And I also, I learned a lot by doing this because I didn't know that the radiator, the pump, I thought the piece that sat on the CPU, I thought that was the pump. But the pump is actually embedded or part of the radiator. So you have to make sure that that cable goes to the pump header on the motherboard. I was so dejected yesterday when I couldn't get the thing working. I don't know if you want to hear this, but what happened is that I ended up going into debt. Getting a, what's it called? Zotac. Let's see if I can read it from here. No, I can't. Yeah, Zotac. NVIDIA RTX 470 Ti graphics card. It's a beast. But when you open up the box, it has the connector for powering the graphics card is a 3-way splitter. And each one of those is for an 8-pin, the 4x4 CPU / do they call it also PCI Express cable. Now, the power supply I got was an 850 watt Corsair, is that the name of the brand? And it had one 8-pin power cable for the CPU power and 2 more 8-pin cables. I'm short a cable. Nobody has those cables. The salesman, they should know that. So I've got this expensive board and I can't use it. So I went back this morning because on their website I thought that they had a package of cables you could get, and I ordered some cables on Corsair. Is it Corsair, right? No, what's the name of the power supply? I forget. I returned it anyways. A new salesman, I jokingly said, well, I was thinking of, like I said, well, do you know if there are any returns that might, have an extra cable that I can have, or does the repair department have any cables sitting around? And then I said, well, maybe, jokingly, I said I should just buy a power supply and borrow a cable from it. So he says, you can get this power supply. Is it Timber? I'm really messing up the name. Thermal Lake, Thermal something. They've got a new connector. There's a new, I think it's 12 or 16 pin connector that the new generation of power supplies have. That's dedicated to power to the new generation of graphics cards. So I'm like, I asked the guy, I said, well, was I just sold an obsolete? It's brand new, but it's almost like an obsolete design for power supplies. So instead of having 3 cables from the power supply to this 3-way connector, splitter, to the graphics card going through your case, there's just 1 cable. If that's the one they told me to buy in the beginning, I wouldn't have had any problems. So when I came back home with another new power supply, and lo and behold, solved my problem it's funny, you go online and there's all this conflicting information. I saw a YouTube video where the guy did an unboxing with this Zotac version of NVIDIA's 4070 Ti, and there was a 2-way splitter for a cable. So I returned the first power supply, and then decided to get 2 fans, and then I needed a splitter. I was asking how many fans you can drive with the 5-volt, I think it's 5-volt fan header for the CPU. I think he said 3 or 5, but I only have 2 more fans that I'm adding to the top. And I wanted this computer up and running again because it would verify that I didn't have a motherboard problem, because there was always that possibility. So without a doubt, I know that my 2080 gigabyte graphics card is faulty. So I was relieved when I did the stress test for that, and it passed with flying colors. And it's so quiet. And I asked about the airflow, how you want the airflow, because I didn't want these fans fighting each other. And I learned something else. There are 3 fans on the graphics card. I asked the guy, I said, do those fans draw air in through the heat sinks, or do they draw air into the graphics card? He says, no, 2 of them push air out, I think, and then 1 pushes air in so it goes in a circular motion. The airflow goes in a circular motion. I didn't know that. I just looked and I see the fans, the 3 fans spinning. Oh, and the manual for the case describing the wire harnesses in there is terrible. You know what? I think it's always amazing that you're full. Well, I'll have a tomato. But there is always room for dessert. I can't eat another fry or salad. But that baklava is gonna go down real easy. I had to restart the camera, so I know I'm over 20 minutes. So let me end with the baklava, so it's not very long, and then maybe if I edit this video tonight, I'm not gonna do it tonight. I'm tired. I'm even I was thinking I was gonna get some gaming in. I might. It's already 9 o'clock, so really not going to be much left of whatever movie's on Svengoolie. Feel like I did that thing where with the weights you do butterfly or whatever they call that to do your back muscles. Oh yeah. What helped to get the ketchup off my fingers? Oh. I left the refrigerator on. You could probably hear that. And someone asked about, I think, a video where the light was kind of fluttering or something. I've got a ceiling fan with 4 lights on it. And they're not those lights that imitate candlelight, but they do have kind of a long filament in there. And they do sort of give a little bit of this fluttering effect for the light. I think that was what the person was saying they were seeing. Oh yeah. Wow. I was just thinking, you know what? My bees were flying yesterday and today. My bees survived minus 10 degrees. And who knows what the wind chill was. In the insulated horizontal hive. It's glued to the bottom. Oh, these are extra tacky. So I had eggs for breakfast this morning, and I finished the rest of the Spam. I'm gonna have to try that pineapple Fanta. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna buy some fresh marshmallow fluff. I don't know why, because I was thinking of making Rice Krispies. I said, wait a minute. I'm sure you can make it with marshmallow fluff, I think. But you usually make it with, what is it, like a 16 or 32 ounce marshmallow, bag of marshmallow. Oh, that was delicious. Well, thanks everyone for stopping by. I'll probably turn the TV on for a little bit, see what the ending of the movie is on Svengoolie. They had The Creature from the Black Lagoon on last Saturday. And I think I had The Creature for an Aurora. No. I was just thinking about that the other day. I know I had one of them. It was either the Aurora model Creature from the Black Lagoon, or it was the Wolfman. I don't think I had Frankenstein. I don't think it was Dracula. Was it? They had a mummy too, right? I always look to see on eBay what's available with those models. On a rare occasion, you see people have, I think there are some counterfeit ones out there too, but they have unbuilt in the original box model kits of those. Movie monsters. Well, try to hold back a burp. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. What was that? You know, I haven't had a bat in the house for a while. What was I wondering? Oh yeah, there was a gap in the window. And I filled it with, it was a replacement window with some expanding foam. I was wondering, I wonder if that's how a bat got in. But I think they're getting in between the chimney. That the flashing should be perfect. Anyways, thanks for your comments and your continued support. Thanks to all my PayPal contributors, and thank you for using the Amazon affiliate link in the description to make any of your Amazon purchases. That's the easiest way, or the best way to help contribute to the channel, because if you're making a purchase anyways, use that link and I get a little bit of a commission from Amazon for sending you over there at no cost to you. So thanks again, everyone. That was a nice gyro with fries. You can get it with rice pilaf, I think, too. I think so. And goes with the salad. And for some reason, I wasn't thinking about that. And I bought a big, like on Seinfeld, a big salad. So until next video, everyone, thanks for watching. Bye.